Hello, Ken. This is my pregame analysis of the Michigan Wolverine versus Nebraska Cornhusker game. And how am I feeling about it? It's a good question. I am trying out new mic setups, so bear with me while I experiment a little bit. But what better way to do it than to just uh, throw it into the action and see how it feels, how it sounds. Let me know how you like it. Before I get into the analysis too much, remember to like, subscribe, comment, and hit that notification bell down below. I greatly appreciate it. But yeah, how am I feeling about this one? I'm uncertain. Michigan definitely looked good against Wisconsin, so there's that going for them. They definitely played much better than I thought they would. But they got another road test, and Nebraska is not the same team that lost to Illinois to start the season. They look much better. Each week they're improving quite a bit and looking a lot better. It's going to be a tough game. I am going to take I was way off on my last prediction. Let me think about this for a second. I had picked Wisconsin to win by 3, and that was way off, clearly. I'm going to take Michigan to win this one on the road at Nebraska, and I'm going to predict them to win by 10. I think Nebraska is going to put up one heck of a fight. But why do I think Michigan's going to win? I think their defense is good enough to get enough stops against Nebraska, and I don't think Nebraska's defense is quite good enough to stop Michigan's run game, and I think that's going to be the key to beating Michigan this year. If you can stop their run game, I think you got a pretty good chance. But without being able to do that and really putting the game on Cade McNamara's arm, I think teams are going to struggle to beat Michigan as long as they can run the ball. Other predictions for the game. I'm gonna say that Blake Corum's going to go over 100 yards rushing and find the end zone twice in this one. I really think that Michigan's going to find some success in the run game. And they're definitely going to stay with it. They're never going to give up on the run game this year. At least that's the impression I'm getting to this point. And honestly, I don't think Nebraska's offensive line can stop Michigan from getting to Adrian Martinez and making his life miserable. I think Wisconsin has a better offensive line than Nebraska does, and Michigan was able to shred that offensive line. So I expect more of the same this week. Michigan had some guys really step up defensively, David Ajabo in particular, who really can put pressure on the quarterback. The other thing is that Michigan has decent athleticism and speed at their outside backer / defensive end spot. Both Aiden Hutchinson and David Ajabo are fairly athletic, so it's not like Adrian Martinez is just going to be able to run outside the pocket without being chased by an athlete that could potentially track him down from behind. I don't think either one of them is as fast as Martinez, but they can certainly put the pressure on Martinez and potentially dive and make a few shoelace tackles if he does decide to try to get outside the pocket. If Michigan defensive line can do what they did against Wisconsin, then I definitely feel good about taking Michigan in the win. If they can collapse the pocket that way, I think a lot of teams are going to have a hard time getting anything done. And it wasn't so much that the outside edge rush was good. What really set Michigan's pass rush off against Wisconsin was the fact that their defensive tackles got so much pressure up the middle. So Graham Mertz couldn't step up into the pocket, which allowed Ajabo and Hutchinson to just speed rush around the edge, which Wisconsin's tackles were too slow to in their drop step to be able to stop that. And since Mertz couldn't step up in the pocket, he also could not avoid that. And I expect more of the same against Nebraska. I think this unit continues to take a step forward each and every week. As much as Nebraska is taking a step forward each and every week, I think you could say the same thing about Michigan's defense. This is Mike McDonald's a new defensive coordinator. He's never done it before, never called plays before. So he's learning a lot as we go as well. And I think that shows in his play calling and the way that the defense is playing. They're growing quite a bit, and you're seeing guys like David Ajabo start to step up and make some more plays, which is always a good thing. And hitting in the middle, some of those guys at defensive tackle, I was kind of critical of them to start the year because I don't think they were doing a very good job, but they've certainly taken some strides forward, or so it would seem, in these last couple games. So that's why I'm picking Michigan in this one. I'm gonna keep this kind of short and sweet. I'm not gonna go through each position group. I think I'm gonna save that for the post game. But a few highlights that I would like to see, some things I want to touch on. I want to see the offense continue to use both running backs like they did against Wisconsin. Hassan Haskins actually ended up getting a few more carries, but they were pretty close to even. And I would like to see that trend continue. I felt like in the Rutgers game, they went away from Haskins almost entirely in the second half, and I don't think you should do that. Maybe he was dealing with a little bit of an injury or something, was a little banged up. We'll never know that if it was just a minor injury. But I think those two should be getting close to even carries each game. And they complement each other so well. There's no reason not to play them. They're both more than capable. They each give you a little bit of a different look, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Quarterback, Cade McNamara, continue to take care of the football, continue to be a leader of the offense and line guys up where they need to go, and show that you can throw the ball into some tight spots down the field. We've seen J.J. McCarthy do it. Can Cade McNamara make that throw? Is he not confident to make that throw, or does he simply not have the arm talent? We don't know because he hasn't really tried it. He had the flea flicker pass, which was pretty nice, but it's not like the defender was in the hip pocket like it was for the J.J. McCarthy touchdown pass in the second half. So can Cade McNamara prove that he can make that throw? We'll see. Roman Wilson, Cornelius Johnson. Build on what you did last week against Wisconsin. I think those two really elevated. Sainristil still a little bit too, but those two really stepped up. And Dalen Baldwin, I'd like to see him get more opportunities. That's kind of on the coaching staff to put him out there. But I think those three guys especially are deserving of more opportunities, and they looked pretty good. So hopefully they continue to take a step forward. Offensive line, not much to add there. Just keep doing what you're doing. I said I wasn't going to go through the position groups, but that's exactly what I'm doing. Defense, I touched on the defensive line a little bit and what I hope to see out of them. And if that happens, then they will take care of business. Same with the linebacker group. Really, the defense as a whole continue to do what you're doing, except for corner. We're giving up a little bit too much still, I feel like, in the passing game. I feel like coverage could be a little bit tighter. I'm not saying they have to intercept balls or bat down every single ball, but at least make the throws difficult. There's been too many times where it's been an easy throw, where they're just playing off coverage and giving that wide receiver about a 5-yard cushion. Be a little bit more confident in your athleticism. Be a little more confident in your ability to stay with a wide receiver and move up a little bit and pressure them a little bit. Make Adrian Martinez throw that ball into tight windows. Make his life as difficult as you possibly can. So that's basically what I'm looking for out of Michigan in this one, what I think will happen. I do think Michigan will win, and I think they'll win by 10. And I think Blake Corum will get back over 100 yards rushing and get 2 touchdowns. So those are my predictions for the game. Those are a few highlighted things that I'd like to see out of Michigan this week. But do not take Nebraska lightly. This is not the same team that lost to Illinois in the opener. Not even close. They're a much better team. And it's only a matter of time before they start to rip off some wins. So don't let that trend start with you. Michigan's got to come in, be focused, take care of business. So far, this looks like a team that will do exactly that, but you can't let up. Not any week in the Big Ten. You always got to show up to play. So that's it. Those are my thoughts and my predictions for the game. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell down below, and let me know what you think of this microphone. I got a couple of them I'll be testing out, so hit me up with your opinions and let me know how I sound. That'll wrap this one. Remember, all love, all the time. Peace.